Guys, what's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Hi, what's up? How are you doing? Trust you're doing well and great. Thank you so much for the opportunity to do this with you. I'm super excited. I am grateful. I am happy. I love that you are doing this with me sincerely. Thank you so much. Alright, guys. So today is day 32, and in today's fast, we'll be looking at partnering. That's what we'll be looking at in today's fast. We'll be looking at partnering. And under partnering, the characteristics for today is loyalty. Oof, I love it. You know me, I literally love everything. And the reason why is because everything is so important. It's so important. It makes you stand out in life. Do you get? Alright, so when we talk about partnering, oof, just thinking about it is so mind-blowing, sincerely. All right, so let's go into it real quick. A few things stood out for me in today's fast, and I want to just run through it with you guys. All right, when we talk about partnering, we're talking about the word WITH, which is with. Because if you want to, if it is a conjunction, I hope you know, it is a conjunction, that will bring two things together. So, and when we talk about partnering, this is two people working together, two or more people working together for a goal in mind or with a goal in mind. Do you get? So, we're not talking about this partner. It says that with is a small but a very powerful concept. And it's talking about, when you talk about with, we're talking about the synergy, right? It's talking about the synergy. Now, there is important example that he gave in the Bible. And that was when these guys were building the Tower of Babel, right? And if you remember, one of the things he said is that even though it was clear, God wasn't pleased with people. Like, you could see people working together and building this tower, just that their vision was not right. This is also a very important thing, that you have to make sure that you have a correct and the right vision. But you could see the power of doing things together. You could see the importance, the power of it, right? So, in the book, he's saying that even though it was clear God wasn't pleased with the people, it still illustrates that people working together can do amazing things. People working together can do what? They can do amazing things. For example, it is because you are always listening to this podcast. That's why I can still be able to do it. Do you think I'm not tired? Do you think it is easy? I remember last week, the community leader still sent me a message and she was like, Miss Toluwakemi, can we be getting this thing very early in the morning instead of towards the afternoon? I was like, babe, it's not easy. She was like, I understand. It's not easy. But me showing up, you listening, is encouraging me, even if it is one person that is listening. Do you want to hear another amazing gist? I am always one of the first few people to listen to my podcast. Even though I do one that edit it and the one that do this, I'm also the same person that when I upload it on YouTube, I'll be my number one view. Right, so that's just on a lighter mode. The next thing that stood out for me says that your soul needs other people for many reasons. And it is so true. I just explained to you, right? You listening to it, encouraging me to also show up. You get? Choose wisely who you join yourself with. See, when I got to this place, I won't lie to you, I thought about relationship. I had to think much more than myself. I had to think relationship, because whether you like it or not, the person you say yes to or the person you ask to say yes to you is dependent on the kind of kids you will give birth to. It's dependent on the kind of kids you're going to raise, right? It's dependent on it. So you have to choose wisely who you join yourself with. Choose some. Then I saw something that really blew me. I said, choose someone with whom you can laugh. See, I just noted that as one of the one of the things to look out for in the person that you're going to be saying yes to. I said, choose someone with whom you can laugh, because laughter is good for your soul. So for me, now let me say this. Now, a lot of people will say this and then they will be like, they'll start looking. If it does not make me laugh, cancel. If it does not make me laugh, cancel. See, whenever you see things like this, it says choose someone with whom you can laugh. The first thing it should say to you is, am I somebody who can make somebody laugh? Am I somebody with whom can laugh with someone? So you have to first take the introspection before you do the extrospection. I don't know if there's anything like that, right? But what I'm saying to you is, whatever you want somebody to be to you, you have to be that person to yourself first. Don't say somebody will make you happy. Make yourself happy first. Don't say I love somebody's company. Love your company first. Be a friend to yourself first before you're a friend to other people. Do you understand? So it's so amazing. Now the characteristics for the day is loyalty, and I am so big on it. I'm so big on loyalty actually, but yeah, I'm so big on it. But when it comes to branding and marketing, loyalty means different thing. But when it comes to you as a person, loyalty is very important. Now, one of the things that stood out for me when we were reading loyalty, it says, as you journey through authenticity, you cannot separate your intent, your motives, your desires, the desires residing within your heart from your behavior. And it is so true. Yoruba used to say something that efiniwa. You cannot for example, I remember there was this lady in my class, and the lady said something one day, but she did the opposite. And I remember calling her attention to it and saying that, I said, I'm still trying to figure you out, but sometimes you say something and you do the opposite. So I don't know which to trust, either your actions or your words. And she was like, what? It's really like it was really different thing for her. She was not used to things like being told things like that. And I said, well, I just had to call your attention to it because I love you and I think that you should pay attention to that. So don't be that person that your words are far different from the actions you take. Do you understand? Now, then another thing I want to say is that when it comes to loyalty, three things really stood out for me in reading today. They said something that to grow to become a loyal person means to be faithful, to be obedient, and to be a God-fearing person. It means to be faithful, to be obedient, and to be a God-fearing person. It says these three determines the extent through which you are able to live authentically. So, how is your faithfulness like? How is your obedience like? And how are you God-fearing? It's very important. And it says another thing, that loyalty makes people attractive. Loyalty makes people attractive. I kid you not. I've heard this a lot, and even I myself, I have experienced it. I've had people tell me things like, oh, toluwakemi, one of the things I love so much about you is this, and the person is just talking about my loyalty. And don't forget what I say, before you start thinking loyalty with other people, think loyalty with yourself. You can't export what you don't have. You can't export what is not in you. Do you get? Now, the last thing here is that if you want to lock arms and do life with quality people of understanding who are trustworthy and loyal, you will have to prove yourself loyal. Do you get? You have to prove yourself loyal. You literally will have to prove yourself loyal. And it's so important. I hope this blessed you today. And now the last thing that I want to say here, it says loyalty is a pledge of truth to oneself and to others. So my question is, are you a loyal person? It's with the little things for me. My loyalty journey started with the person that I purchased things from. It started with I started building my loyalty bank like that. It started with my words. Can I bank on my own words? So that's how I started building loyalty, small. Guys, that's it for today. And tomorrow, what we'll be looking at tomorrow is continuing. We'll be looking at continuing tomorrow. Tomorrow promises to be amazing also. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for listening. God bless you. God bless you. God bless you. Come your way next time. My name is the Global Toluwakemi. Do have an amazing day. Bye-bye.